I went to put shelves in this room that I organized last week, and it is now in disarray again because I had to get everything off this wall so we can hang the shelves. And I'm hanging shelf rails. They're called standard rails, with just like regular brackets, and basically this wall's gonna become like a library, and we're gonna keep like our books, cameras, guitar, pedals, music equipment, basically all our fun stuff that we love. My partner and I, that's what I mean by we. So let's get started. I'm hoping this project, putting up the shelves, only takes me like 2 hours, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna put my hair up and we're gonna get started. So I looked up some tutorials on how to do this, and I feel like I'm a pretty handy person, so I think it's gonna go well. So I have my shelf rail, I have level, and I have my screws for putting up the rails, and I'm gonna use my stud finder to find the studs and put up the rail, make sure it's level. And I'm standing on a chair, which is bad. You should use a ladder or like a step stool, but my step stool is way too short for this, so I'm gonna stand on a chair, which don't do that if you're doing this at home. But also, I'm gonna put in some inspiration for the final product of how I want these shelves to look, which hopefully we'll get there. Okay, I got the first standard up. I think it looks pretty good. I'm a little stressed out, I'm not gonna lie, because I can't get one screw in. I don't know if I'm just not strong enough, but it's along the stud, so I feel like it should be going in. I know I didn't hit electrical because I'm not electrocuted. Struggling to get some of these screws into the studs, so I'm gonna try drilling a hole to the stud first. I'm gonna cry. I measured it wrong. If you heard I measured wrong, no you didn't. Okay? Okay, I did it. So this is plywood that's already been sanded. I got it at Home Depot. And yeah, I originally wanted to do a 10-foot shelf along the top, but since I had a mishap and mismeasured things, I'm going to probably just do these 5-foot shelves, and then these ones are gonna be like 6 feet. I'm gonna measure and make sure, but I won't do one long shelf. I'll just do like another long shelf probably on the other side. And then I'll do some shelves like in the middle to kind of join everything together. I just made a coffee. I got a new espresso maker and I'm loving it. I used to have an espresso, which I did really like, but I wanted a machine where I could get beans from like anywhere, like local coffee roasteries or just anywhere, and yeah, just support like good, sustainable and ethical coffee farms. I mean, I don't know if I'm not trying to say Nespresso isn't that, because I honestly don't know, but I just think it's cool to be able to like get any beans that you want. And yeah, I'm loving it. I feel like my lattes are so much better too. This one has cinnamon. This one has cinnamon, turmeric, honey, and milk. And it's so good, except I bought milk because I wanted to like test out the frother on the new machine. I normally don't drink milk, and I've been drinking milk this past week and it's like making me break out. So definitely gonna go back to my almond milk lattes after I finish the milk that I bought. So yeah, I've been really enjoying that. And I know earlier in the week I was working on my shelves and I messed up, and so I had to stop working on them, and I still need to get more wood cut because I knew I didn't get enough wood cut originally, but I just wanted to like make sure I could put up the first shelves that I cut. And yeah, I actually found a way. I like reorganized how I'm gonna do the shelves so it'll still look really nice, even though it's not exactly what I like originally imagined. I think it'll still work out and like be cool and look nice. So I have a new plan for them. I'm gonna get more wood cut probably next week, so I won't be able to finish the shelves completely in this vlog, but I do want to get them a little more set up. So today I'm actually going to put up another rail for the shelves, and we'll see what that looks like. And yeah, it's Sunday, it's my day off, so I'm trying to relax, but I also just have so many chores to do, so I'm probably going to be doing that today. And I also need to garden, and I started my half marathon training, so I'm probably going to want to run later, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, that's kind of my plan for the rest of today. So yeah. I got the shelves back up. I'm tired now. I'm sweaty. That was hard, but yeah, got this other rail in. Ow. So the shelves should be a lot sturdier now and they shouldn't bend when I put my books on them. So I'm gonna put my stuff back up, try and like kind of style it a bit, but I'm not gonna style it too much because I know that I still have to do the other side of the shelves and I'm probably gonna have to redo everything again in terms of like the styling once the other shelves are up. But I just want to get a lot of the stuff in here like off the ground because it's driving me crazy. Like ever since we moved back to California, this room, which is like the office space, music space, we actually tried to play music in here yesterday, and it's like you can't even like move because there's just so much stuff on the ground. So yeah, my goal is to just get this room a lot more organized, and I'm so glad that at least I have 4 shelves done now. And I'm probably gonna make like, I want to do 2 really long shelves on the other side because these are 5-foot shelves. So I'm gonna do 2 7-foot long shelves on like the other side of the wall, and then I want to do a couple like small shelves here, which will be like 2.5 feet, half of this. And then yeah, also put some more shelves on like the other side. But my desk is actually gonna go like over there. So I won't have to put too many more shelves up since my desk is gonna be taking up like a lot of this lower space on the other side. So yeah, I'm just gonna get back to organizing and cleaning up. I wanted to show off some of my favorite art books. This one is Cindy Sherman's like book of, I think it's just her collected works. If you don't know who she is, she's a photographer. She's amazing. She's been working since I think the late 60s. I really love her work, and in person, I've seen some of her works in person and they're just like magical. Like I really loved her I think it's called like her B-roll series. Let me find the name. But she's really famous for self-portraits. That's kind of what she's known for. And she did this whole series on, I guess they're just untitled film stills, but they're like inspired by like B-rolls from films. And it's all just her looking fabulous. Like she came out of a Hitchcock film in black and white, and I'm obsessed with them. And yeah, and she has more, she's still working today. So yeah, like this is some of her more modern photography. She's like, yeah, I love her. She just makes the coolest portraits, and like she puts herself in like costumes, and I don't know, she's just a baddie. Love her. She inspires me. Like she did this whole clown series. These are all her. So cool. That's making it up there. This is another book I love to look at for inspiration. It's Petra Collins and Alexa Demie. They basically like wrote their own like fairy tales, like modern day fairy tales, but inspired by like older ones, and yeah, just super cool, kind of creepy, kind of gross even, but I love it. So cool. What else is good? I have this Stanley Kubrick archive. It's like the mini version. They have a big version too, but I just have the mini one. And again, just love looking at it for inspo, like learning more about his behind the scenes, like his process. Like there's photos of his scripts in here, just photos of him working, and it's not all just like stills from the movies. And there's also like really cool like film posters if you're into graphic design. That's in there, which I love. Yeah, he's like my favorite director ever. I know he was kind of a controversial person, like had some strange ethics, like the way he treated Shelley Duvall to get the performance he wanted out of her. I don't like that, but you can't deny his movies are just amazing and like are so inspirational to like every filmmaker. And yeah, I mean, most people know about him. He's great. Another book I love to look at, I'm really into horror also. I don't know if you can tell by like the photos. I feel like I'm showing you a lot of like kind of creepy books and artists, but yeah, this is Junji Ito. This is his style. He has like a show on Netflix that just came out. I watched it. I like it. It's okay. I prefer reading his comics. This is just like a collection of them. I want to read his other collection. I think it's called Tomi. I want to read that, and then the one, I think, is Tomi the one with the spirals? The ones with the spirals, I haven't read that series, and I want to read that next, but I really love reading this, and like, I just find the art so inspiring. And yeah, I'm not super into like manga, but I do love Junji Ito. This book's awesome as like a video artist. It kind of just goes through like the history of video art, and there's a lot of really cool works of art it references, so it's really good to like discover new artists. So I really love this. And yeah, just like learning the history and like seeing the different ways people display their work. It's all just super inspiring, and yeah, I like learning the history of everything because video art and film is such a new medium, you know, if you compare it to like drawing and pottery and all these other forms of art that we have. But yeah, this is a really famous piece by, oh my gosh, what's his name? This is a really famous piece by Namjoon Paik, I think is how you pronounce his name, or Namjoon Pak. He's another one of my like favorite video artists. He used to make these really cool pieces where he would take a magnet to an old like electron, well, they weren't old at the time, but he would take like a tube TV, put a magnet up to it, which would basically ruin the tube TV, but he would make these like really cool patterns by putting the magnet up to the screen. And I think he also did a lot of stuff like music, like composing music. So yeah, just like so many cool artists to discover in this little book. And also it's holographic, which is fun. But yeah, I have like 2 books on Polaroids. I'm not going to show you those, but I love Polaroids. And then I have like a lot of thrifted photo books, which they're cool. It's just, they're not my style. It's a lot of like black and white and like kind of historical and like war photography. So honestly, I don't look at them that much, but I do like to keep them in case I ever want to use them for like a collage or I don't know. It's good to have references to things you would normally look at, I think, just to like maybe get the creative juices flowing. I don't know, I'm going on a tangent right now, but yeah, I haven't like been working on a new art project in a while, so I need to like do that. But also I haven't been working on projects because I literally like don't have space to. So putting up the shelves is step 1 in getting back into making art and working on future projects. So that being said, I'm gonna keep organizing. All right, it is later in the day and I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm gonna go right now for my run. If anyone's interested in like running and the running program I'm doing, I can talk about that more in the next video. But thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. Bye!